everybody. It's funny to hear a rooster way over there. I came up here. I haven't been down this way in a long time. It's like through the back of some hills. Hear the rooster. And so, what do you call it? Yeah, I was walking up in these hills. These are in the mountains. These are like some hills. It's like the nice area, so you know. That's what I'm telling you. Every time I make these videos, some animal. So this time I guess it's the rooster. You know what I mean? Maybe because it's like meant to wake people up or something. Interesting, right? So anyways, I don't know. I'll see when I hit pause if you could hear the rooster. So anyways, this morning, you know, I was going down these hills and I saw this falcon, right? So you know, like I haven't made video. Like animals obviously have been a huge part of my spiritual evolution. You know what I mean? Like the animals, like you know, people, other spiritual friends have told me, you know, like I guess they noticed like they haven't met too many people that have it, like the connection with the animals and stuff, you know. Because a lot of times these animals will bring me messages as well. I mean, they're really, yeah, they're probably, I mean, they help me a lot. They probably started me off with a lot of things that I started trying to figure out, okay, what are you trying to tell me, you know? Um, so, yeah, so all that. And then, so this morning I saw, actually I was remembering like one of my first instances, and it was tied into like, you know, I think I've said in other videos how when I first started, you know, like even that I started like reading the Bible and everything by myself and all this stuff. So anyways, like I remember this one time I was in the hills. I was in what the hell? All these like there's plains and everything. Uh I remember I was in the hills and all of a sudden like these two deer started running up the hill, you know? And it was like you know, I don't know, it just hit me. I was like, and I mean I was, man, I don't know, probably 19, 20. So I was like, you know, pretty young and you know, the message kind of, even then, right, it hit me. I was like, I saw these two deer running together, and then so it was like, it was like, okay, I get it. There's always supposed to be two. I didn't understand the message fully though. Right? I was like, okay, so there's always supposed to be two. Like I guess, you know, so I guess so, you know, so one, so someone's not alone or something, right? And then so, anyways, yeah, I'm trying to get I listened to everything way too much, so I was hearing the rooster, I was hearing the planes, I was just like hearing everything at once and trying to focus. Okay, so let me focus. So anyways, I remember seeing these deer, right? They were running up the mountain and everything, and I was looking at them. I was like, okay, there's always supposed to be two, but I got the message. But so when I get home, it was funny. Like, you know, I opened up the Bible, right? And I just point, you know, and I don't make this stuff up. And so right where my finger lands, it was like I just opened it. I didn't look, nothing. I just opened it. And it was like I think Ecclesiastes, and it said like woe to he who is alone, and it has to do with like when you fall, the other one's always there to pick you up, right? So that had to do with like the whole message of the twos. You know, I just didn't. I knew there was a message with that when I saw the deer. I just didn't know what it meant, right? Uh, like fully. And then so I guess it was kind of like that. It made sense after. Okay, makes perfect sense. Yeah, if you're alone and you fall, then there's no one there to help you get back up, right? Even in life, right? But it doesn't mean that there's not times when you gotta spend alone. You know what I mean? You do gotta spend alone. Cause I wouldn't have got these messages if I was walking with someone, you know, yapping my gums off, like in the hills. I wouldn't have been able to catch that message. You know what I mean? So a lot of these messages, they do come in times when I'm meditating and, you know what I'm saying, spending time alone. But anyways, all that story to say, like this morning I saw this falcon, right? And so the falcon has to do with like protection and I mean it means like leadership too, but you know it also means with protection and being victorious and all that stuff, right? So I'm going down the hill, and then when I'm coming back up, I passed the same part where the falcon was. I'm already thinking if I should make this video again because it's going kind of long. I'll just wrap it up. So anyways, so I'm going down the hill. I see the falcon. When I come back up, um, right where the falcon was. I wasn't even paying attention. I think I was still thinking about the falcon, like what it meant exactly. And then so, right where the falcon was, I didn't get this till after. Like this Rottweiler starts running right at me with this other big old dog right behind it. And I was like, I have my water bottle, so I'm just like, I go to like throw it at it, and I start yelling at it, like, hey. And then he kind of like, whatever, and he's still kind of trying to charge it. And I'm like, hey, whatever. And then he kind of stops, and then, they go around me. And then so I see then the Rottweiler, big old freaking dog. And then when he comes back, he's kind of peeking his head, like trying to, and then he starts taking some steps towards me again. I just pick up this huge rock, like, all right, like, you can come, but, I'm gonna, we're gonna, we're gonna do this. And so then after I thought about the falcon, I was like, wow, it was funny, like the falcon. But see, I mean, usually with me, like that's what it is. Like with the fight or flight, it's always gonna be fight. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a freaking hurricane or something, then obviously, I know I can't win that one. But you know what I'm saying? It was interesting that right where that happened was where the falcon was when I was on my way down. So all that to say, like, some people put different things of animals, but usually, like with me, like I have my animals that I have a huge connection with, but there's some that just come in just when it's time, when it's needed. You know what I mean? And then, so obviously I'm gonna go back and look at more in depth what the falcon means. But I just wanted to tie it into, because I don't want to do what anyone else is doing too. So I've seen people like, they'll have videos about talking about what these animals mean, but I guess the best way to show you is to show you in my examples, like, because I mean, I'm telling you, like, things happen like almost every single day. Actually, probably every single day, but, you know, things like that, you know, because even that, I don't know, the way the dog was charging, I was surprised it stopped when I yelled at it, like, and then it still kind of tried to, be brave, but then I was like, it's a freaking huge Rottweiler, so I was like, but I don't know, I was just tripping out, after I was like, all right, like, you know, but then I thought about the falcon, it was like, that's protection, that's all that stuff, so, let me fix this, that's all that stuff, so, it was interesting that it happened at that moment, you know what I mean, so, I'll talk another story, like the coyote has always been a huge, he's always appeared when there was a huge change, like just super big change in my life. And so I'll talk about that one, but that will have to be a whole video because I just have way too much to talk about that one, right? But yeah. So I just wanted to share that. I don't know. Hopefully it resonated. 'Cause I'm pretty sure maybe that'll happen to you guys today. Something like last time when I posted. I always post and I try. I'll just put a little brief thing like when I post a picture, like the grasshopper when that appeared and all that. But yeah. I'll just I guess it's easier to make a video and explain what the situation, like what it was that happened when I seen this animal. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's more to it. This was just like, so it's like the dream sometimes. Sometimes something has to happen right away so it gets my attention. Like, okay, like, don't just dismiss this animal. Like, something happened with it, don't dismiss it. Oh, and it had to do with solar energy too. So it was interesting. On my way to these hills, like that never really happens. But I was driving and I was coming up the hill and the sun was so bright I couldn't see. I was like, whoa! I had to slow down because I couldn't see. I was like, I don't want to run. Sometimes there's people going up on the bikes or something, so I was like, I don't want to run someone over. But that stood out to me. And then the falcon has to do with solar energy too. You know what I mean? So it was pretty interesting that correlation already. It all starts like it all started like boom. First the sun, then I run into the falcon, which has to do with solar protection, vision, leadership, all kinds of things. But then, and as I'm coming up, here these dogs are rushing me, and then I take my stance to, what I'm saying, to maybe it had to do with that too. Take it like, you know, standing your ground. You know what I mean? Like I'll have to look into it more so I could see everything that the falcon has, the energy that the falcon brings, right? It's called the king of the birds too, so that energy, you know what I mean? So All, yeah. So whatever. I mean, I wanna get on with my. I'm just gonna try to do these videos because, I mean, like different friends that told me, oh, you should hold the phone sideways, or you should do this, or you should do that, or look at the camera more. But I don't know. I don't think like when I do this, I just talk from my heart. Boom, boom. You know, I always ask like that the creator guide me, whoever like spirit creator. So I can make these videos right and reach whoever they're supposed to reach. And so I just, if I stop to think too much, like let me get the camera right, let me put the lighting, let me make it all pretty, let me make sure my beard. Last time I did when I saw my beard was all over the place, I almost deleted it. And I was like, you know what, screw it. Is the message. The message is what it's about. So, if I don't do it, then I'm going to lag and not do it. And okay, it's going long. So, all right, I'm out. Peace.
El cielo está más bello contigo ahí, contigo ahí. Porque aquí no está feo sin que estés aquí, sin que estés aquí.
Yeah, hey look, I know you in a better place, but when I close my eyes, I can still see your face. Yeah, I miss every embrace and talk we had. I miss the way you always made everybody around you laugh. But I guess we will never know the pain or the strain and tragedies this world inflicted on your brain. Damn, and I just want someone to blame, but the truth still remains that this world drove you insane. It's the price you paid for fame, forget that. Look, you a soldier, was a recognition for our fallen when they cross over. Like 20 years and plus ain't enough to shout your name from the mountaintops of Valhalla to the shores of this terrain. So until we meet again, look, I'll keep spreading your name like a bond built for the ages that these words just can't explain. And though my soul feels the pain, I just want you to be free. So when you cross through those gates, hey, just save a place for me, and I'll see you soon. Yeah.
El cielo está más bello contigo ahí.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sometimes you just feeling it, you know what I'm saying? You just feeling it. And I wanna feel this way forever.